Mm. Okay. We done found the eyeshadow primer we was looking for yesterday. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Just getting the brows gelled down real quick. Hallelujah. Good morning. Good morning. If you made it in, welcome to day 2. Our second episode of Breakfast Beat. We are up beating our face before most of the girls have even had breakfast. We get up every morning, just have a little time to ourselves to do our face before the world starts, before we get our, whatnot on. The world has already started for some people. We a little late, I ain't gonna lie. But, it's all good vibes, positivity. We have a subject to speak on every day. Yesterday we spoke on the importance of being a lover girl and why you should never stop. Today, we got a little controversy. Let's talk just a little bit. Something I've seen in my comments a lot, especially since I've been making posts related to like Drake, is the phrase sassy man apocalypse. And today, I'd like to talk about what you all think about that and whether or not you believe that it's real. Because I have conflicting beliefs on that. I think that the reason why is because, one, I think that the term sassy initially may have meant something fun or may have meant something like just like another way to say like feminine. And then over time, I feel like it was co-opted and then turned into like a spicy way to be like soft homophobic, if that's a word or if that's a real thing. Because people like have twisted beliefs about what a microaggression is and whether or not a microaggression is real, because like are you micro racist or how are you micro aggressive? Aggressive by nature is aggression. But it's a thing. I think what's really, really interesting is that for years and 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 years, we as a people, but also like women generally, have kind of talked about how men are not open and free to express their emotions. So to then like years later, when they do start expressing emotions, be like, this is a sassy man apocalypse. I don't know. I ain't gonna say it seems 100% backwards because I understand where some people are coming from. But I don't know. I do question how real it is, I'm wearing colors today, y'all. I'm very proud. It's been a journey. I woke up in a stomping mood for some reason. Like I got my excuse my alarm. Good morning. So yeah, I'm just like, I wonder how y'all feel about that. I think that, good morning. How do you use the eyelash curler? You like it kind of just forces all of your eyelashes together. I was blessed with the gift of 4C eyelashes. I have multiple rows and they tangle. It's so interesting to have nappy eyelashes. I wouldn't trade it for the world because there are people who don't have any. But, yeah. Basically, I use it because, like, my eyelashes, like, will, like, fall into my eyes, or, like, the bottom row will be, like, all down here. So I kind of use it to, like, push them together. And then I used to use, like, a clear mascara gel to, like, push them all to get, like, down to, like, gel them up. And then after that, go over it with a black mascara just to, like, add a color. Because we still waiting on them lashes because they never came. The struggle. All I want to have is lashes, y'all. And I had ordered on Amazon. And they failed. I don't know what just happened to that brush I just dropped. Oh, there it is. Struggle. Okay. So our subject for today, we were talking about the sassy man apocalypse and whether or not we believe it's actually real. The thing scares you. I mean, you just got to be careful. You can poke yourself in the eye or you can not, you know. I don't use the term sassy, but I understand why the girlies are saying it. Could you do a series of music artists and their evolution? Maybe. It's like they're whining and complaining and doing too much. My problem, though, is that I feel like all people should be allowed to whine and complain. And I think that there might be a problem with us just inherently, like, seeing whining and complaining as a feminine trait. So, like, some of it I get. Like, the sassy man allegations, there are some, I get it. I get some of them. And I would be lying if I said I didn't have my own, like, traditional gender-based or gender-biased beliefs. But some of the things that I feel like people call sassy on the internet are not as sassy. I feel like y'all remember years ago when there was, like, the memes that started coming out and they were like, you know, is a man drinking lemonade sassy? Is a man la 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 sassy? And well, back then they wouldn't say sassy. Sassy is like a newer, like a word that we have co-opted, but it would be stuff that was like regular, the most regular things. Like I just saw a woman literally just a day ago, which is what prompted this subject, say like a man sleeping on his stomach is sassy because like the insinuation is that like a man with his rear end in the air is like sassy or gay, but like it is, most of the logic behind it doesn't make sense and is rooted in just a little bit of homophobia. And I think that one of the like biggest downfalls of like, I don't know, the intersectional like beef between black people and like gay people, as if they're not the same group, is that it's really, really weird. Like I feel like they fighting with each other and it doesn't make sense. It's the same fight. Sassy to me is men speaking like us, their actual terminology. Black women kind of set popular culture. So it's like, I don't know. Like I have homeboy, or a homeboy I would say, who like, when we talk, we just bounce back and forth in this day. I'm like, yeah, he like, period. Like, whatever, la, la, la. And I've never once thought, sass, like, sass, you're using my terminology. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I always just wonder where it comes from and why, you know? Was listening to Beating Down Your Block. Period! Beating Down Your Block from 8 guys. Yeah, the girls are reaching because sassy is just, yeah. I'm like, you allowed to have a specific, like a personal ick, but like to go, because that is my ick, you are sassy, seems a little weird, seems a little Salem witch trial-y. But also I'd be like, y'all, if I had to choose between the modern sassy man and like the traditional hyper masculine man, I'm choosing sassy every time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Because the whole nonchalant, I don't want to show my emotions and whatnot with you, that don't work for me. That don't work for me. I'll be angry with you. Because if I get to showing my emotions or something like that, or because you did something, or I have some emotion about something that happened or anything like that, and you hit me with the stonewall traditional male, I don't show emotions, I'm gonna knock your block off. Like, no disrespect to you, but I know y'all probably thinking like, she is so violent, and I'm not violent. I'm not. I do be randomly saying aggressive stuff, but like, I can't deal with nonchalant. It doesn't work for me. I'm going to take sassy if I have to choose. When are you going to start a podcast? This low key is probably the closest y'all gonna get to a podcast from me for a minute. Now me and my best friend are starting a podcast. That will be like in podcast form and whatnot. But this specifically, like, I'm trying to get my content journey together, get my YouTube journey together. So from me personally, me alone, this is a podcast. Okay, breakfast B. No, for real, you gotta be vocal. Nonchalant. You, first of all, as soon as you start being nonchalant, I'm gonna start being nonchalant. And in addition to the fact that I'm a Taurus, you won't win that nonchalant battle. We might as well break up. Like, we might as well break up. For real, for real. Because my problem is, if we chilling, if you chilling, I'm chilling. If at any moment you stop chilling, I'm dragging it to hell. And I hate that I'm like that. And I'm working on it. We all still got healing to do. But babe, if we going there, we're going there. Just start resenting it anyway, so you may as well not get involved. Right. Off topic. You're a longhorn. Period. I'm wearing colors. It's so funny because I feel like the more colors I wear, it almost, fashion or like what t-shirts and whatnot you own shows so much about your personality and like where you come from and whatnot. And I woke up in a stomping mood. Y'all know I don't wear colors like that. I look crazy because I didn't do this other eye. But anyway, I woke up in a stomping mood. I pulled out my favorite belt, my favorite buckle, whatnot. Just show y'all a little bit of the texture leather. We love it. My favorite belt buckle. It's personalized. I pulled out my cowboy boots today. I woke up in a mood. I'm like, okay, let's get up. Let's do it today. I have like Friendsgiving events going on. Good morning. Can't do nonchalant. It don't work for me. Made it back to the breakfast B. Good morning. No, for real. And that's my thing. What I don't understand is that, like, I feel like right now there's so many weird things going on with the like weird gender war situation happening, but like I feel like women are complaining about men that are being nonchalant, and also complaining about men that they feel like are sassy. Like, if they don't voice any emotion, we have a problem. But if they voice too much emotion, they're sassy. Like, it feels very unserious, almost like we set them up. And I hate that I'm being this person because, I don't be advocating for men like that. Like, get your life together. But truthfully speaking, like, I really, really do feel like right now it's getting unnecessarily strict. And as a person who don't follow none of them rules, none of them, it's just not that deep. Like, it just feels like it's getting way deeper than it's supposed to be. Dating is supposed to be fun. And I don't understand why it's so like why it's so serious. Thank you so much, Molly's Custom Silver. That's where I get my belt buckles from. I don't play that. And then I got my boots and whatnot. I'm also gonna show y'all now because y'all probably ain't gonna see them by the end of this. But I think I already made a video about these specific boots. These are my favorite cowboy boots. Ariat, what is the style called? But they have like little, like almost like floral whatnot. I really rock with these. I got a couple like Fat Babies, another couple like sets. But these are my favorites. it doesn't make sense though. Like, why is dating hell? It doesn't make sense. Like, for real, for real. Like, I understand why it is. Like, I totally get it because, like, so many things are going on right now. But at the same time, it should be fun. Like, it doesn't make sense why dating is not fun. It's literally dating. It's a game. Social media has influenced the dating scene. I used to be in denial about that and be like, people are just, whatever. But it really has. There are so many unnecessary layers. Like, as a person, thank you so much. I love these boots. Those are my favorite ones. But anyway, as a person, I really, really I think dating is supposed to be so fun. And it's supposed to be because you should be getting to know people. And I also think that social media, the way that it impacted dating is that it made people think that everything is supposed to happen fast. And I don't believe that by any means. I am a person that never gets tired of the talking phase. But the reason why is because I never get tired of analyzing people. I never get tired of figuring out things. I never get tired of asking questions. I will never get tired of what's your favorite color. Ever. What's your favorite color? Because it says something about you. You know what I mean? What's your favorite? I love the 3-question relationship psychology test. It's like, what's your favorite color? What's your favorite animal? What's your favorite body of water? It tells you, so I will never get tired of that. And like, I feel like when people are always like, I just don't want to start over. You didn't start. Y'all didn't end up together. What do you mean start over? You're lazy. And that sounds really mean, but like, bruv, be for real. I think a lot of people are afraid of true vulnerability. And I think that hurts a lot too. Like, you can't expect that what the fork? I dropped the other brush again. I don't even know where that one at. R.I.P. Thank you. I think that it's really, really ridiculous to start to like, I don't even know, be like, I don't know. It just seems really, really weird to suddenly become intolerant of the beginning stage. I'd be like, trust the process. How does that make sense? Oh, what's your favorite body of water? What happens if you have a fear of large bodies of water? That still says something. Okay, so I'm going to put y'all onto some game. I hate that I'm putting y'all onto this game because I'll be using this. But, okay. So the 3-question relationship psychology test. It's only 3 questions. And truthfully, you can only play it once, honestly. Because human nature, we will change the answers once we know how to work it. Okay? Now, the first question is, what is your favorite, color? Your favorite color represents how you see yourself. Your second question is, what's your favorite animal? Your favorite animal represents how you see your ideal partner. Your third is, what's your favorite body of water? Your body of water represents how you see your own sexuality. So I'll give you an example. My favorite color is orange, specifically sienna rust orange. It reminds me of home. It reminds me of sunset in the South. It reminds me of amber waves of grain. It's Mississippi for me. It's, which is like it's part of my story. It's Illinois for me. It's, you know what I mean? It feels grounding. If you were to like see my living room right now, you would see rust and browns and whatnot, because that's what I like. It is very Western themed. I have, longhorns and horses and whatnot on the wall because I'm kind of a wild horse. That's my personality. But that is my favorite color. So all of that is, example of like how it represents me, how I see myself as a home, as a, whatnot. When people are around me, I want them to feel sienna. I want them to feel rust orange. So that is like how I see myself is orange, right? And it's up to the other person to interpret what they think that means. Now, my favorite animal is elephants. Elephants and horses, but primarily elephants. And low-key for the same reasons. Elephants are the most empathetic animal that I know. There's something very beautiful to me about being strong enough to destroy something and choosing not to. Elephants certainly are powerful enough to assert dominion over any other living mammal, given that they're the largest, given that they're the strongest. But they choose not to because they're so empathetic and because they're so, you know what I mean? That's what they are. And that correlates directly to how I am attracted to who I am attracted to. I love a powerful man. I do. I love a powerful man, but I love a powerful man who's empathetic. I love a powerful man who's kind. I love an observant, powerful man. You know what I mean, or whatever. So when I look at how I date and who I've dated, and even the size of the men that I've dated, I mean, my biggest heartbreak of all time is 6'5", and my first crush, like my longest running celebrity crush of all time, is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. When following up behind him is like Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's up there. I love a protective man. You know what I mean? But also elephants mate for life and all of that whatnot. So that correlates directly to how I see a dream partner or how I see my, you know what I mean? Whatever. Then your third is your favorite body of water. Mine is the ocean. To me, there are a lot of different reasons. It represents balance to me. Like when I stand in front of the ocean, it is impossible to feel like small, like to not feel small, but also feel immensely powerful. Like for me anyway, I'm a person, I mean, everybody believes in different things. I believe in water magic. I believe in all of that. I'm low key, I'm a Southern siren. Little do y'all know, but I love water. There are so many things to me that it represents. So the reason that correlates directly with sexuality is because water is the language of money, is the language of abundance, but it's also like if you are afraid of water, it says something. For me, there is a reverence, but also a fear of water. Water to me is almost like how, like the fear of God, like the fear of water, to me, they correlate with each other. It's like that specific kind of reverence, if that makes sense. So like I think that water is a spiritual thing, obviously, and I feel the same way about sex and sexuality. I feel like it is a spiritual thing. I feel like when two people, you know what I mean, get together and whatnot, there should be components of it that are great. But the fear makes sense because I told y'all I grew up in a cult. I am soon to be a 26-year-old virgin, and I don't even use the word virgin because of the fact that I don't believe in purity culture anymore. But a lot of it has to do with fear, especially fear that came and it was instilled in me via purity culture. We just went through the process last year on my main account of getting rid of my purity ring. But like from the age of 12 to 24, I wore a purity ring. So though I see, you know, sex and sexuality as like this beautiful thing and there's like this gray thing or whatever, because, you know, I'm androgynous and I grew up, you know, with all of that whatnot, water represents so many different things that correlate directly with your relationship with sex. So it's for those reasons, like games like this, stuff like this, I will never get tired of the talking phase. I will never get tired of like asking you questions to figure out where your mind is and why it works, how it works. So to me, I don't know, I just feel like getting tired of the talking stage is one indication that you just think that dating should happen fast, and it shouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like, you know. So going back to the original subject of this day in this conversation about, like, you know, sassy men and the sassy man apocalypse, I feel like a lot of what we call sassy and a lot of, you know, whatnot, when men express their emotions, has to do with the fact that we don't really, first of all, I don't think we have that much experience with knowing what men expressing emotions looks like because of the fact that there's been so much stigma behind it for so long. But I don't know. I feel like I would never say anything derogatory about like a man being sassy because I feel like it comes off soft homophobic, but also because I don't know, it just don't make that much sense to me, I suppose. You think resentment toward talking faces can come toward the person who is inquisitive? I 100% agree with you. There are 100% men who also think that talking faces and whatnot should go too fast. But also there are men who would like invite you to their house on like a first date and whatnot. I didn't say you need to start being delusional or lower your standards for them. But the other thing is, there are too many fish in the sea. Like, and that's another thing. I think that women think that, like, the men in my area are the only men. They aren't. The men in your country aren't the only men. You know what I mean? Or whatever. It's just, it's not. And obviously men have, you know, already hit to the fact that the women in your country aren't the only one. It's just like, there are too many fish in the sea to be like, well, this one, he's going to hurt my feelings if I was too flirty. Move on. Like, more of them exist, babe. I don't really like how this one is blended as well as I did yesterday, but it don't matter. The point of doing makeup every day is that it improves every day, or it changes every day. Delusion is a fine line to walk. It is a fine line, but at the same time, you never stop. Never stop. I am a happier person on delusion, so I'm going to be delusional. That's all I got. Okay, let's see. Are we going up today or are we going out today? I don't want to go out today. We're going to go up. Maybe it's delusion, maybe it's Maybelline, baby, but we gonna do it. Now you're a single mom working on a divorce because he's emotionally abusive. That's wild. Wishing you the best with that. You think delusion did that to you? Wow, this wing is going through trials and tribulations, baby. What is going on? You win some, you lose some. Let's talk about trials and tribulations, okay? I'm really enjoying this convo to hear what dating is at this moment. I did my shift in dating, and I'm super interested to hear. Well, I mean, it is what it is. A whole mess because I didn't have any experience. Purity, yeah, purity does a number on you. There's a video. I was talking just a little bit last night. We didn't talk much about it, but a little bit last night about how I've not seen purity videos like on my timeline in a long time, but somebody posted about how they feel like men don't want virgins. They don't want like good girls, and heavy on the quotation marks because the good girl, good guy stigma is like really, really weird. But how they like, I hate to use the word, but like whores. And I hate to be a person that agrees with like random takes on the internet, but at the same time, I can from personal experience say that was why my confidence as a woman was so low for so long, because I would like want to be with somebody and this, that, or whatever. And it would be like, okay, it was like from the time I told them, like, I don't, you know, do the adult spicy action, the sex, whatever. It was like a countdown to when the connection was over or when it fizzled out. But I mean, it's okay. Like men are, or humans period, are allowed to want connections that involve sex, and it just is what it is. One day I will find the person that I am comfortable exploring those feelings with. I'm not waiting for anything in particular. Like, I think when I was younger, it was definitely like waiting for marriage. But now that I don't like follow an organized religion or care too much about, you know, purity culture or body count or like all of that or whatever, when I find a person that I'm ready and comfortable giving that to or being with, I'm going to do it. It just is what it is. To go back to the original subject, and when I find him, he'll probably be sassy, if we're being for real. We want our women pure as possible. The hoes are for. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that at all, actually. Yeah, I don't believe in that. I really don't. I think that if that was true, and if men really did only want women that are as pure as possible, they wouldn't choose the way that they do. And I think that they would be looking for girls at churches and at mosques and whatnot, and they're not. They're looking for them wherever they can find them. and I wish them the best with that. But regardless, there's somebody for everybody, and who I end up with is going to be wonderful, wonderful. So it doesn't matter. It don't matter at all, babe. Even as a woman who is not active and does not have a partner, I would never be with a man who thought like that. So it doesn't matter. In fact, a lot of men, especially like men that were in church and whatnot, who like pressed those beliefs onto other people, were predators. I told y'all I grew up in a cult. We were in a kind of church where they got put into like, what's it called? Accountability group. So you have girls like being finessed into like confessing sins to each other and whatnot, and it was a lot. But the whole like, you're gonna one day find, this man, whatever, like, who is going to low-key not be pure at all, and it won't matter, but you need to keep yourself this way. I don't subscribe to none of that no more. But anyway, what I was saying, what do you look for in a man? You have a beautiful brain, and I hope you find a man. I'm not looking for anything, first of all. But also, if I was looking, I think I'll know when it finds me. I really do. I don't really have a type. If my best friend is on here, she's going to be like, you're a liar. Because I don't think I have a type. She thinks I have a type. Right now, I'm the love of my life. And I think that the man who is ready to share in the experience of me being the love of my life, we going to go on. Stop worrying about what a man wants and worry about what you want. Yeah, that's the whole point. The entire point. I'm the love of my life, and I'm going to be the love of my life, no matter who I choose to love on. Best friends, close people around you, see your type. See, I don't think I have one. Now, I can't lie. I do have a couple superficial things. I won't lie. Getting my heart broken by a man under 6 feet is not something that I could see for myself. I respect them, but I would be lying if I said that I could see that for myself. But that also has to do with my height. I'm 5'5". I like a assertive man, and a man under a 5'8", 5'7" man telling me what to do may not end positively. So I wouldn't set myself or him up for something like that, I have a really big personality. People are always like, you have to be tall. I am not tall at all, by any means, actually. I feel like this one's a little longer. We're going to make this other one longer. I didn't say I belittled short men. Just like men have preferences, women have preferences. It's okay. You're allowed to have a preference, babe. I'm 5'11" and I refuse to go shorter. I respect that. I'm 6'11". I'm sorry, I'm 6'1". And if I see the top of your head, everyone has a preference. You're allowed to. I've tried to say I can date a man who isn't tall, but it isn't true. Everyone has a preference, babe. Like, I don't have a lot of traits where I'm like, you have to be this, you have to be that. But I naturally see myself, like I naturally tend when I end up with a man, they tend to be really tall, you know? I really can't do much about what I attract. The drama. I love how dramatic that is. I like that. Okay. I don't want to feel bad about it anymore. I think that you're allowed not to feel bad about your preferences. Especially when they're not like built in like racist things. My older brother, God bless his soul, the closest thing I ever had to a brother, not my like genetic brother. God rest his soul, closest thing I ever had to a brother. He told me that if a man cannot bench press your weight, you need to drop him like he would drop your big ass if he had to carry you in an emergency situation. And I'll never forget it. It has almost been 10 years since he passed. It'll be 10 years on Thanksgiving. And I will never let that go. I love JoJo. I know you hear me right now. Rest in paradise, baby. But he was 6'5", you know what I mean? 6'5" linebacker, you know? So it just is what it is, you know? If you opened your options, you'd have a lot more relationships. I don't struggle in that area, but thank you. I don't struggle in that area. When I'm looking, I find it. I think that what really, really, you know, helps is I try to be very, very kind, very, very understanding, you know, whatnot. I think that everyone is allowed to have their preferences, and that's okay. You're giving the impression. That's a very interesting perspective. The interesting thing about the internet is that on the internet, you only see what people post. And I would never post a partner, ever. So even if I was struggling in that situation, and even if I, was experiencing that, struggling emotion, you all would never know. I am a no face, no case woman. Hi, Allie. I believe fervently in no face, no case. So as long as there are no faces, there will be no cases. You'll never see them. I really don't think that the dating pool, it could be worse. I think that it could be so much worse. I mean, I ain't gonna say that I don't think it's bad, but I think it could be so much worse. What I know is, no matter how bad it is, I'm never going to stop being a lover girl, and I'm never going to stop just doing me. It just is what it is, you know? Oh, thank you so much. You post your boyfriend very minimally. I couldn't see myself posting a partner until I was like married. The backtracking phase where like y'all separate and then you get rid of all the pictures. I love to keep my business my business. Oh, the interwebs ain't seen my man either. We're going on a year in February, period. And I'm like, I will always be a lover girl. If I am dating, I will be fine or whatever. I tell y'all a little bit about like some of the stuff I'm going through. For example, we talk a little bit about the situationships over the summer. We talked a little bit about, stuff like that, but they'll always be nameless. They'll always be, you know what I mean? Whatnot, because it's just not everybody's business. But also, everyone has locals. Everyone has people that live in their city, and the locals are haters. And the last thing I need is to be on the town and someone think that they can tell me what they think they know. I don't play that. So thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much for your perspective, but it is just a perspective. House Lass been treating me well. I'm like, Cardi, if I ain't got no ring on my finger, you ain't going on my IG. Hello? I respect that. I respect it so much. I don't know. That's one thing I can say that I like about the dating pool. I really like that people tend to be on board with our business is our business recently. Now, there are some people that still like do the whole like talking thing, which is weird and juvenile in my opinion. But more often than not, I feel like people are 100% okay with it's us, it's me and you. And if it becomes more important, then it can be everybody else. But until then, it will not. I feel like, do I want to do my nose? No, I don't. What I love about the internet is that, like, we all know so many different types of people. So it's like, if I think that you are this specific type of person, I'm like, oh, well, you must be having this problem too. I'm like, babe, we're not the same, babe. We're not the same. What are we wearing today? We are doing a little bit of Western today. I have on my Longhorns t-shirt. And that means I'm wearing colors, y'all. I'm wearing colors today. I pulled out my belt buckle and my cowboy boots. I'm in a stomping mood today, you know. I can't find my makeup sponge, so right now I am here struggling. If you are a makeup artist, you don't see this, okay? This is so embarrassing. A denser brush? You tell me now. The foundation brush. I feel like that makes sense. Are you a Longhorn? We love a Longhorn. Yes, yes, yes. I don't post myself, let alone my partner. I do, see, because I do social media stuff now, like, okay, so a lot of things changed after I got my first death threats. That's so funny. It's like, it makes it sound like, and then the dragons came. You know what I mean? But around, I think, like last year, something like that, year before last, something like that, when Kevin Samuels died, I made a kind of insensitive joke. He hadn't even touched the ground yet, and I was making jokes. I, now on this side, can acknowledge that it wasn't as tasteful as it should be. It wasn't as graceful as I tried to be. But that was a while ago. So, a Longhorn. We love a Longhorn, but no, I did not graduate from Texas. No. But anyway, we just rock with the team. Ride with the mob. But anyway, the threats that I got were very unique. Very unique. Very unique. And they, like, most of them were for men that looked like us. What sorority am I in? Theta Gamma Tau Sorority Incorporated. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's just like random people who are like, yeah, we will unalive you because you have an opinion. And it's not our opinion, you know? And you know, with Kevin Samuels, he had like a cult of his own. So it was like, you know, There were a whole lot of opinions flying. But after that, I changed up a whole lot of stuff. If you found an address of mine, I mean, because, you know, doxing and stuff, it would be old. You would be hard-pressed to find my address. I've never even, I mean, you would be, when I say hard-pressed, I don't even order food to my house. I cook, you know, whatever. I don't play that. So when I say hard-pressed, you'll never find out where I am. You'll never find out so many things. I don't have the Amazon wish list address that I have is completely different than my home address. Like, I do not play that. Down to like a P.O. box. Like, I don't even have a P.O. box. Like, it's just somebody else's house. Somebody with guns. So, you know, no disrespect. But it's like, the fact that I had to go there, everything changed for real. It's really, really crazy when somebody, first of all, hating you because you have an opinion of something that's not the same as theirs. That's one thing. But also, when, like, the threats are detailed. I think I'm at 5. My death threat count is at 5 so far. In my since 2020, I've been making content. And the threats, I've had 5 so far. The most recent ones had to do with, I made a video that had to do with Jonathan Majors in that situation with, like, domestic violence. And they did not like that I thought that he did it. So this is just a setting powder. We're going to let it sit for just a little bit. Wow, why is it so bright on that side? Let's try to even that out. I want to know what you said. I said a lot. I said a lot. I said a lot of things. None of those videos are on my page anymore because, you know, but my problem is too, I stand on business. So when I get mad about something, or once you threaten me, oh, now I gotta drag it. You know what I mean? But also on top of that, now I gotta keep them up. So I think the Kevin Samuels video, the original one, is still on my original profile, but the Jonathan Majors video is not up anymore because I take this profile very differently than I do my original one. So yeah. Okay. I was wilding back in the day. When this used to be a spam account, I have, when I say literally hundreds of videos in my, like the videos I got rid of over 100 videos when I decided to take this account seriously because I was like, yeah, I don't got time to be fighting with the people. Good morning. I love your hair. Thank you. Stay out of that convo because, Yeah, personally, I think that whether or not he did that specific thing to that specific woman, he has more stuff going on than that. So, I don't know. I am staying out of that now because, you know, I'm not trying to get threatened again. Because it was like, he might have. Yeah, I'm going to move on. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to move on because I have no opinions. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I've never met Jonathan. I'm going to mind my business. Tell you what. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, so sorry, y'all. I was mid-sentence. When I rewatch this live and upload it to YouTube, I'm going to cringe, I'm sure, because of that part. But anyway, little bronzy. Give it some color. Thank you. NARS gonna do it. NARS gonna do it every time, baby. Love your pace, love your energy. Thank you. Let's see. I feel like that's pretty. I feel like that adds a good amount of color back. I ain't doing no PSC. Feel how you feel. But yeah. All right, y'all. We finna try the new blush. I'm scared. I've been using my same hair store blush that I love so dearly for years. And we trying a new one. And I am terrified. What brush do we want to use? As y'all can tell, I just started doing makeup for real, again, recently. So I'm just like vibing. I just be like, what brush is this? Let's see what happens. You know? No idea. It's like a coloring project. Consider how violent men tend to be and why people act like their favorite male celebrities are saints. I ain't got nothing to say. Oh! Wait, that's pretty. Let me find out the Sephora reps be telling the truth. Look at, okay. Share my Sephora rep that has to deal with me constantly when I come in every other weekend for a new project. Babe, you deserve a raise. Yet again. You're that girl. It's actually a Sephora brand. It is Sephora brand. It's called Charmed. 27 Charmed. I love her. Oh my God, I love her. And then my old blush has a shimmer in it. And so I thought that I wasn't going to like it because I like a shimmer. I'm going to put a little bit on my nose too. But I feel like you can't really see it. This light is so bright. I love her. Okay. Sorry, I had a moment. Oh my God, I love her. Okay, let me stop putting it on before I look like a clown. Oh my God, it's so rosy. She snapped. Share. If we could tip you, we would, if it was legal. Oh my God. Girl, you're that girl. Add a tab more? Okay. You see how you had to, you didn't even have to beat me to do it. I'm just like, yeah, let's do it. I love it. Oh my Lord. I'm just like, yeah, okay, let's do it. Also, let me tell y'all how thankful I am for TikTok and the fact that it told me to stop, to find out where blush goes on my face, to like do different things instead of just put it on the balls of my cheek. Thank you so much for the rose. I probably looked like Jigsaw. I probably looked like a golden girl, like a older woman with rose just right here. Thank God for deliverance. Because I'm sure it was bad. I'm sure it was just bad. Help us, Lord. Okay. See, I plan to replace this highlighter with like a Fenty, but babe, this little NK hair store highlighter has done me so well. Oh my God. It's like the perfect shade. During both seasons, like during my winter and my summer shade. I love to look like Rudolph, just a little bit. Just anyway. I keep doing that like devious bad kid laugh. I'm just applying like I ain't got nowhere to go. That's the problem. When you live within a couple minutes of your job, just risking it. Just risking it because you can. Okay. Okay. I didn't inhale it that time, y'all. Development. Sis, your Birkin is en route. I can feel it. Oh, that's so very sweet. I actually made a video about that. I would be terrified to have a Birkin right now. But thank you so much. I mean, the fact that people think I deserve one at all means a lot to me. I think I 100% will have one at some point. Birkin 30 is my dream bag, like a brown or a black Birkin 30. I'm finna get a fake Birkin, quiet as it's kept, and paint on it, to manifest my Birkin. But Birkins are so expensive, and who's going to protect that bag? I've gotten through my life right now so far without having to pew anybody, though I am licensed to do so. And I just would like to not start today. If someone tries to run in this house like the Tomb Raider because they're trying to get that Burke, I too hope he sees the video. I really do hope he sees it. Hopefully he's not like, what do you think you know about me, and post it, and then every man that like hates me is like, but I'm sorry, man. I inhaled at that time because I was trying to read, write, talk, and whatnot at the same time. But did you just say sorority fan? Because I've not seen it, if that's the case. If there is a fan that it exists, I must have it. I didn't know the one existed. If I knew it existed, I probably would already have it. You're very handsome. Oh, thank you. I really hope he sees it too. I don't think that when people say that I am handsome, they understand how that works, because they don't understand how androgyny works. If you give me a compliment, I'm going to accept it, and I'm going to move on with my life, because I don't care. I am handsome. I'm pretty. I'm beautiful by all metrics of attractiveness. I think I am. So, maybe ugly would work better, even though I think you're lying, I am going to evolve into like Prince and Grace Jones. If you say that I am that thing, it just, yes, I am. And I'm glad that you believe that. Hold your breath like you're underwater when you do some sweaty spray. Try again, baby, try again. But that's literally how androgyny works. I think that people don't know how androgyny works, so they're like, you're handsome. I'm like, that's right. Hello. Like that song by Duran Bernard. I'm a bad man. I'm that nigga. It just is what it is, babe. Where is my other gloss? I don't know. I don't want to use the backup gloss. I genuinely believe, I don't want to use this one. I genuinely believe that like Grace Jones was one of the most beautiful women to ever walk this planet. And people questioned her gender and misgendered her constantly. And I'm prepared for that life. I really am. Sorry. But also on top of that, after death threats, nothing you can really, really say in the comments is like something that is hurtful. Parasocial hate is a really wild concept. All right, y'all. This has been a wonderful live. Day 2, y'all. If you missed the first day, don't even trip, because it's already uploaded on TikTok. I'm lying. On YouTube. It's uploaded on YouTube, babe. If you missed it yesterday, it's okay. I know we literally talked about it yesterday, but I'm so thankful to God. God is good. And when God gave me lips, he snapped. We could all be living a lipless life. It could have been us. It could have been us. Hey, yeah, God is good. It could have been us, lipless. Jesus. Imagine having to overline your lips. Imagine having to wear a lip plumper. Ooh, God is good. Won't he do it? He said he would. No gloss is ever eating. No gloss is ever eating hair store lip gloss. It don't matter. It don't matter. It really don't. It's sick. Sickening. But anyway, I love you all so much. This light is so very bright. I feel like even though there's so much color in my face, like I can see it in the mirror, it's like washing me out. I hope y'all have a lovely day. Let me go and go to work. I can't wait till the day I don't got to clock in, y'all. Y'all can tell I don't like work. I just be on here. Minutes to the clock. It's bad. It's so bad. Anyway. I love y'all so much. I hope y'all have an amazing day. Thank you for coming to the Breakfast Beats. We just beat our face before most of these hoes are even awake having breakfast. And if you missed the live or if you missed any part of it, it's okay because it will be on YouTube in just a short while. I love y'all. Oh. I'm gonna put on my cowboy boots. I'm in a stomping mood today. My cowboy boots, my belt buckle, which is from Molly's Custom Silver. Personalized. Got my name on it, babe. Shout out to all the country girls. I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Bye. Oh, thank you so much for the roses. Have a lovely day.